Okay, hi, thanks for being here. If you'd like to just introduce yourself, please.
I'm Esther, I'm 20 years old. I'm on the women's tennis team at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville.
Okay, great. And we're just going to get straight into the questions then. So the first thing regarding overall mental health is, how do you think mental health is relevant among other people, your age, gender, and other athletes?
I think mental health is a really important subject that everyone in sport or even just normal day-to-day life should be aware of, and it's something that affects everyone, like athletes, in many different ways. So I think we should all be aware of it, and it does happen. And yeah.
Okay, and have you faced challenges related to mental health in the past?
Personally, not really.
All good. And I mean, obviously you said you haven't personally faced any, but if there's anyone you potentially know or things, do you know anything about what's helped them or people in the past with challenges related to mental health at all?
I mean, I know a lot of my teammates, they've struggled with mental health, and one of the things that they've done is they've seen a therapist, or seen someone to talk about their experiences and troubles with. And I think that's helped them in their own way.
Mm-hmm. And do you believe in general there are enough easily accessible mental health resources available at the moment?
Honestly, no. Just because I don't think everyone has easy access to, let's say, therapists, or they don't have the money to go and talk to someone about mental health, because obviously sometimes these meetings, they cost money. So yeah, I don't think it's easily accessible for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And then moving on to kind of the app more generally, how would you describe the app to others?
I would say that the app is kind of a safe space for you to use personally. If you struggle with talking to other people about your problems or your issues or something that you're going through, then using the app, like, you can just talk to yourself or talk to the phone and then listen to yourself and really understand what you're going through, and you can almost see it from another perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how much time do you spend on the app a day, a week, or plan to?
So I downloaded the app earlier on this week, and I've been on it a couple of times. So yeah.
Okay. And what expectations did you have about the app before using it, if any?
To be honest, I really didn't know what to expect because, as I said, I hadn't really had any issues of mental health in the past, so I've never really looked into resources or anything. So I really didn't know what to expect from it.
Mm-hmm. And how easy was the app to use?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to use. I mean, it was straightforward with all the different options when you entered the app of what you wanted to, like, look at, what you were struggling with, and then having someone talk to you for a few minutes before you went on to talking about your problems was nice, and it was almost relaxing and easy to use.
It's good to hear. How would you improve or change the app?
Um, I think that maybe each section should have like a different message. I wasn't sure if, like, the video that of the woman talking was the same for each option. So maybe if there was like a not personalized, but like in like the message related to what you clicked on or what you wanted to talk about. Maybe that
Yeah.
could be, yeah.
And what did you find was the most beneficial aspect about the app?
I think just being able to talk to the microphone. I mean, at first it did feel a bit weird, but like talking to the microphone and then listening to myself and just looking at it, like, pretend, like, obviously trying to be the mentor and like thinking about what I would say to someone else that was going through those problems, and then listening back to that. I think that was really interesting and was actually quite helpful.
Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, what did you find most challenging?
I don't really find anything too challenging. I just felt like after watching the video, I had to scroll through quite a lot of pages, maybe
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6, that I felt like maybe that was too many, and like I kind of didn't want to read them. But
Yeah. Okay, and do you believe you can experience so positive results with the app?
yeah, I think so, definitely.
Yeah. How do you think the app has or could help you overcome challenges in your daily life? I mean, you kind of touched on it, I feel like already, but yeah.
Yeah, I think just being able to talk about my problems to the microphone and like anyone else, because you might not feel comfortable talking to someone else about this or talking to anyone about this. So like just saying it to yourself and then listening to yourself say it, it really, I think it like just, it gives you an opportunity to listen, and you could even like help yourself really.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about recording your internal dialogue and becoming your own mental coach then?
I think it's an interesting role to try and have, but I think it can definitely work if you really like put like the effort into it, and try and like take away your thoughts about like how weird it might be at the start, but
Mm-hmm.
really like do it and take 100% interest into it, then I think it could be a great thing.
Yeah, that's great to hear. What similar products or apps have you tried and how have you found them?
Um, Honestly, I haven't tried any apps or anything. I mean, I did see like a hypnotherapist for a little bit when I was struggling with tennis, but it wasn't really mental health. But I did see someone for it, and that did help. I'm sorry, what was the question?
What similar products or apps have you tried?
Oh, yeah, so I haven't tried any apps or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, good. And last question, would you recommend this app to others? Why or why not?
I think I would recommend this app to others. I'd explain like what it does, and I'd just encourage them to try it out, even if it's not for them, just like give it a go, and they might be surprised.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here,
Yeah,
answering my questions,
no
and
worries.
we'll end it there.